BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
Hello, I'm Matthew Price. This is Beyond Today from BBC Radio 4. Every day we ask one big question about one big story. Today, is the truth open source? Elliot and his team have pioneered a new brand of journalism. They say they're still learning as they go, but how they do it is now being picked up by established old-time media organisations like the BBC and the New York Times. Pretty amazing for a guy who dropped out of college, logged on from his living room in Leicester, and started investigating and blogging about what he found.
Open source is basically something that's been done for a long time. In the earliest days of intelligence gathering, it's stuff that was in newspapers, publicly shared information. But what's changed in the last 10 years is now we're sharing a massive amount of information on the internet. We had smartphones that were released, we had the iPhone, back in 2007, 2008. We had the development of social media apps, more people getting smartphones. So people could immediately share, what was happening in the world around them. First with text, and then images, and then videos. We can find that information and we can start drawing conclusions from it. We can also compare it to other information that's now available. Satellite imagery on Google Earth, for example, going back historically for years and years, is very useful for our work. Reverse image search on various platforms. All kinds of different tools that we can use to search through this information and find new information. And that's been a massive kind of quiet revolution in a way, because this has all been happening and we see it around us. We all use Google Maps to find out where stuff is. We might be going somewhere and we want to look at it, so we look at it on Street View. It's the same tools that you use for that we use in our investigations. And often when you're actually using them yourself, in a way, you're doing an open source investigation. If you want to know where a certain shop is, you're doing an open source investigation of finding that shop. What we're trying to do is find out where missile launchers are, where war crimes are taking place, which is, a different scale of things, but it's the same ideas and tools. It's very, very accessible. Anyone with a laptop and a decent internet connection can do this. This also drives the idea that this is a community, this is a collaborative idea.